back. I know it's been forever since you saw me last, and I'm really extremely sorry about that. I have been super busy trying to get everything worked out with nail school, which has been going really great. And I also have been working when I'm not at nail school, and I have been hanging out with my boyfriend a lot. So I haven't really had time to teach you guys anything, which makes me really sad. So I'm trying to make up for it with this video. Today I'm going to teach you how to do bows. This little bow is what I did for you to show you how to do. You don't have to have the polka dots, but I think they're pretty cute. Look how cute it is. Hang on. There we go. Look how adorable this little bow is. Anyways, I figured it's pretty fitting that I'm doing pink because it is October, and October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I'm a big advocate of that. Also, I did get a new nail art brush, which is not important for everybody to have, but it is really nice for me to have because it's an awesome brush. But it's a striper, and it's got a really tiny little brush on it, and it's been doing wonders for me for my nail art. So it's got teeny tiny little brush, and I can do teeny tiny little details. I did that whole outlining on there, and I did the little details on my bow on there with this, and so it's been really great. You don't need it, but if you want to go get one, I got mine for about $5 at Sally Beauty Supply. So they're really handy. You can use them over and over again, and if you don't want to use one, obviously toothpicks work great. Anyways, how you start off with the bow is you obviously paint your base color, and then what you do is you paint use your dotting tool and paint the center dot. And you want to make it kind of big because it does get outlined, and it does get the polka dots on top of it. So it does need to be fairly large. Also, because of the triangles on the outside, it needs to be kind of big so that it doesn't get lost in the design. Then what you do is you take your dotting tool and you make two little dots. I'll show you, hang on each side. Of the big dot. I'm making this bow kind of big so you can see what I'm talking about while I'm explaining. And that dot was in the wrong spot, so I mean another dot. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I meant when I said that dot was in the wrong spot. Okay, so the center dot is that big one, and then you make two little dots on the side, and you do the same thing with this side. But the top one I put in the wrong spot, so I had to put in the top, the one on the very top is the right one. But it doesn't matter that the bottom one is there because it's just going to be a part of the second line, part of the edge line. And then this is just on the bottom of the nail, so it's going to be a little angled bow. So if you don't want it angled, put the dots exactly level with each other. Mine's going to be just a little bit angled. So at this point, you can use your dotting tool for this part, but I definitely use my brush just because I have more control over where the paint goes, or the polish. And I am just a bigger brush fan, I guess. The dotting tool works great, but I guess I'm just a bigger brush fan. So you get some polish, and then okay, I don't know if you can see this, but you draw a line from your dot, your small dot to your big dot. So you kind of make it look like that. Looks kind of like a bird. And then you connect your two little dots. So it makes a triangle. And then you fill it in. fill it in. And then you can round out the edges or you can make them crisp. It doesn't really matter. I like mine rounded so it looks more like a bow. Just because that's my preference. It doesn't really matter. Do whichever you prefer. So that's what that side looks like, and then I'm about to do the other side. And connect the dots. Fill it in. Alright, so in this process you may need to make your center dot just a little bit bigger, and you may need to round it out just a little bit more, you know, just need to go with the flow, which in this case I did need to make my center dot just a little bit bigger because it was getting lost in the design, and that's never good because it is a bow and you don't want your bow to not have a middle. Okay, so it's starting to look like a bow. At this point I kind of think it looks like a piece of candy, like one of those wrapped up pieces of candy. So that's just what I think. There's people who disagree with me, but that's just me. And then you clean off your brush or your dotting tool. Make sure it's nice and pretty. Then you get to dot your bow with whatever color you want. I'm going to do it with black, or with white. Sorry, I don't know why I grabbed black. With white. You get your polish and get your glob. You don't need a whole lot, because there's not a whole lot that goes into this. But you may want it to dry just a little bit, just so that the polish actually works for you. They're really fun looking when they're polka dotty. So you just I put 3 down the edge and then 2. Here, I'll show you. You go 1, 2, 3, and then 2. 3 down the edge and 2 in the middle. And then you go to the middle dot. And I put 3 in there. And you do the same thing on the other side. Ah, there's too much polish on here. And then you have a polka dotted bow. And then, in order for it to actually look like a bow, I always put an outlay on it. Because right now, it just kind of looks like a piece of candy with a whole bunch of polka dots on it. And that's not very cute. So, I get black, and I outline it. Because bows are way more cute than candy. So you outline it, you outline the whole thing. I keep flipping it over. With this brush, you don't need a whole lot on it for it to work, which is awesome. And you can do it with a toothpick, like I said. That works just as well. I'm just a brush girl. Alright, it's starting to look like a bow, but at this point, what I do is I get just a smidge more on my brush. And I do 3 little accent lines. I don't know if you can see them because my hand's blocking the light. But I do 3 little lines on the sides. So it actually looks like a little bow. See? Cute little bow. And this is just an accent nail, little detail. I wouldn't do it on every single nail, partially because it takes so long, and partially because it is such a big piece, and it would take away from all other things. So I would just do it on an accent nail. I wouldn't do it on anything else. So yeah, it's just a fun little thing. It's really cute. It's really simple. It's really fun. A lot of people would be like, oh my gosh, how'd you do that? Did you paint that yourself? So it's really fun. I did it for 4th of July with 4th of July colors. So you can do it with any color. It's really just how you want to do it. I hope I see bows, and I'm really sorry that I haven't been around. Hopefully I get some more time to show you guys more stuff. If you have any suggestions for anything you want to see, go ahead and let me know, and I will work on it.